Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Welcome back to the Ezekson Amid YouTube Sports channel, where we give analysis on the current trending news, sports news in your football clubs, sports personalities, and everybody who is in the field of football. I once again welcome back I once again welcome you back from the massive weekend where we had many games. To those that are following or who always follow, there are games that I gave out for wins. I think we did not disappoint as I gave Barcelona a win, I gave Manchester City a win, I gave Liverpool, I gave Brighton, and then Arsenal and over. But today, our biggest focus will be talking about the game, the North London Derby, where Arsenal and Spurs settled for a 2-2 draw. So what are some of the talking points and what should both teams do if they are challenged to the title? Just keep online as the Sports Encyclopedia narrates. On Sunday, it was such an intense battle between arch rivals, that is Arsenal and the Tottenham Hotspurs at the Emirates Stadium, where both teams this season had come into this game when they are all unbeaten. I remember they had played 5 matches, Arsenal had won 4 and had drawn once. The same applied to Spurs, that they had played 4 and they had drawn 1 before this intense battle at Emirates Stadium. So Arsenal had just come from the weekend. Arsenal had just come from the Champions League where they had thumped PSV 4-0. And the Spurs team, remember this time it is not competing in any European competition. So for them, they had settled very well and we are just waiting for the game. So as the game came on to Emirates Stadium, I think everybody, all teams, wanted a win in their pursuit or to stabilize themselves in the title or to have any hopes for the Champions League or even to win the Premier League. Arsenal started a better team in the first 20 minutes by placing too much. The likes of Eddie Nketiah were given a chance to start the game. The likes of Gabriel Jesus also started the game after him scoring in the Champions League. Had impressed the coach, so he had the opportunity to start the game. Trossard also started the game. Likes of Ondegaard were in the midfield. The likes of Declan Rice were in the midfield also. Bakayo Saka on one flank also. The Kai Havertz, etc. David Raya, Benny White, Zichenko, and the rest is endless. To the team that was brought by Spurs, it is also not different from their usual team, as it is also stated that never change a winning team. Captain Heung-min Son was there. The likes of Yevis Bissouma in the midfield, Madison in the midfield as the key man in the midfield, and everybody was there as coach Ange Postecoglou, the former winner of the Scottish Premier League 2 times, where he had left with 6 trophies in the 2 seasons. That means the coach of Tottenham is a winner, so had just come to replicate his performances that he had in Scotland to England. As on paper currently, you cannot disguise that off. Reason being that Tottenham, I think they are having one of their best starts of the season. Back to the game. Arsenal started pressing very well as coach Mikel Arteta anticipated or what he knows better. Reason being that last season they missed out the Premier League trophy to Manchester City in the last 2 weeks of the season by just 5 points, whereby Arsenal had been on top of the table for the entire season. Let us hope. So as everything started, Arsenal placed the ball as always. Tottenham, I think, had just come to study this game earlier on, and because of massive pressing in the first 20 minutes, Arsenal, because of massive pressing in the first 20 minutes, Arsenal had a connection. Ondegaard linked up with Saka in the in the halftime, and Saka had space to shoot, where he shot it hard and it hit on Christian Romero, who scored himself an only goal. However, as time went on, Arsenal decided again to sit back after scoring. And remember, this Spurs team, as I told you earlier on, was very fresh in that it had not played the game. So Spurs pressed Arsenal team to the massive in search for an equalizer. It got a corner. Later on, they had some bounces over there. The ball landed to Richard to Madison, who took off Bakayo Saka in the left flank and slotted a pass to Dangerman Heung-min Son, the captain, and he led by example to score to make it 1-1. I remember even before coming to this game, some of the histories in the previous 11 games, Son had scored 6 goals against Arsenal. So he had a better touch when it came to playing Team Arsenal. So in the second half, they gave us such a good entertaining game between this derby or the North London derby. In the second half, Team Arsenal came again, pressed Spurs in search for a winner. Then they got a penalty when Ben White was trying to finish off a goal, and Christian Romero handed the ball, which was given by VAR. And Christian Romero also made history in this London derby. That is the first man in the London derby to score himself and again even give out a penalty. You know, such histories are also made by people and also broken by people. So he scored himself and even gave out a penalty. Then Spurs also went on again pressing. Jorginho was given a ball in the midfield. There was laxity with him instead of distributing the ball. So to the amazing boys, all the fresh boys of Spurs imparted the pressure on him. He lost the game. That was Madison, who slotted the ball to the captain again, Heung-min Son, to lead by example. Arsenal were very lucky not to lose this game. The way Spurs played showcased that this Spurs team is such an improved team compared to the outcasts during the times of Kane. You can see that there is something they are playing and something they are building. So what are some of the things that should be done if Arsenal is to win the title? First and foremost, if Arsenal is to win the title, or if they are to put their Premier League hopes alive, they should improve on the striking. The rest of the departments are good. The goalkeeping departments are good. The defense is very good. The midfield is very good. But Arteta, if he's to take the Premier League in the January transfer, he has to look for a striker who is worth 20 goals and above. If they are still to stick on the likes of Eddie Nketiah, the likes of Gabriel Jesus, the likes of Kaya Havertz, I don't expect Arsenal to win the title. But in style of play, pressing, they are very good. They can even match the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool. It's a very entertaining team. Arteta has built such confidence in the boys, but if they are to get a trophy, they need to get a good striker who is 20 goals and above. And for Spurs, with the striking case, I think that one is resolved. If you have Heung-min Son, at least you know you have 20 goals and above. You have the Richardson, they can give backup. The Madison, they can also give backup. But for Spurs, what do they need to do if they are to challenge for the title? They have to keep winning, at least to go 10 games in a winning run. The rest of the departments, you can see there's some improvement. So that's what the teams should do for Angepro School and Arteta if they are to challenge for the title. Otherwise, they gave us such a good entertainer. Till yours, I'm Isaac Sonamido, the Sports Encyclopedia. I'm out for now.